Valve, man, I love you. Gaben, you're alright. But I can't forgive Canals. I honestly cannot forgive Canals. It's so lazy, and in this video I'll go over why I feel it's so lazy. Although everyone's talked about it, come on, I mean this is a new map, I mean everyone's got to get out of that content, but still, I think it's really lazy what they've done. Like, come on Valve. So, if you've played the new map DE_canals, or DE canals, or canals, you will have noticed that there are perhaps a lot of areas where there are objects which look like perhaps you should be able to jump over or get through or pass or any other synonym, and you can't. This is thanks to the magic of player clip brushes, which usually improve your life because it means you don't die or fall or go somewhere where you're not supposed to, or it just smooths out the map so you don't get caught on little edges. However, Valve have gotten so lazy with its usage in DE canals, and it really shows. It truly does show how much they've sacrificed good, well thought design in guiding a player and replaced it with, oh, we'll just stick in a player brush, you know. It's all good, you know. This is the one-stop solution. You got a little area that you need walling off, and you've already made a nice low wall for it. No worries. We'll just put a player clip and essentially invisibly make the wall a lot higher, so you can't get over it, unless you have no clip. But this really breaks the intuition of Counter-Strike, which already at the moment Counter-Strike is not the most intuitive game. Like, you can, like, I'm in silver right now because inactivity sucks, and the Counter-Strike is not an intuitive game. There's the depth of things you have to learn is so vast, and all of the maps and all of the spots in said maps, and Canals is not helping. If a new player plays on Canals, they're screwed. I'm sorry. Like, no, unless they really do their homework beforehand, they're screwed. And this has got to change. You've got to have intelligent, good map design to guide your players. It reminds me a lot of the original Overpass. When Overpass was first released, there were tons of areas where it looked like you could just jump out of the map. Tons of low walls, and like the Fnatic boost spot, that is so low in the original release version. You can scout jump over it. And then this that's the lazy design. That's it. You know? And this, although Overpass does give me some hope because they've fixed Overpass, right? They've patched it, you know, they've made everything nice, so it's just quite a slick, intuitive map now, which gives me hope for Canals, because, you know, and then maybe Valve will patch it up and they'll make it nice, and they won't have these gaping holes which just have a player clip over them, so you can't run into them, even though it looks like you should be able to go there. And that gives me hope. But at least for the moment, I'd really like to see some of these spots fixed. I mean, in my first competitive match, I had one of these moments, even though there was no reason for me to think that this spot, I should be able to go that way. I just tried it because it's there. You can do it. You can try it. You know, it looks like you should be able to do it, and you just can't. You know, it's great. It's good. It's good time. It's good. It's good times. It's not. Valve, please, just do something about it. Also, I want to. Right. That's the main part over. Also, Valve, what are you doing with Canals, man? What are you doing? You just throw out this map one day onto the release build of your game? What? I don't get it. Like, you literally have a testing build, a build of your game for testing. Your new map should be tested. That way, you won't have any, say, I don't know, game-breaking boost spots into the skybox. I don't know. I just think that should have been something that's worked out, even internally. Like, I don't know, just do some internal testing, and then if you don't find anything with that, throw it on the public test build. That's why it's there, Valve. That's why you made it. You spent money and effort and time on making this build version where people can test your stuff, so this doesn't happen in competitive ranked play. And yet, you just throw it out there, like the R8 Revolver or the CZ. I'm seeing a pattern here of Valve repeatedly throwing things out there and not giving to. I'd like it to change, perhaps, because it does cause some issues if you just throw out a new map, which seems relatively untested, onto just the release build of a game. Like, Valve, come on. I'm disappointed. I'm genuinely disappointed in Valve. They've gone from such a good company who built really well-made, polished games, Half-Life and Half-Life 2 and Portal, to, you know, really give the big examples. And now it's regressed so much in its design. It's abandoned original philosophies, like with Team Fortress 2, with its clear silhouettes, and how they've muddied that with hats. And, alright, this has just developed into a full-on Valve rant now. And CSGO, they've just really taking away a lot of the intelligent, smart design that made Valve Valve. Valve was a smart company. They did the smart things. Like, I don't know, they did the smart things, but it just, this regression into, like, just not testing your maps and not thinking even. Not thinking! That's what it feels like! Just the guys at Valve are just like, yeah, made this new map, I don't know, I've got this little area here, no, I don't want to ruin its aesthetic qualities. You know what, I'll just put a player clip over it, you know, they'll never think about that. No! They will! Come on, man, what are you doing? Seriously, Valve, get it together. I don't want another Canals. I don't want another R8 Revolver, I don't want another Canals, I don't want another CZ. I'm sorry, Valve, okay? Like, this has been a bit of a rant, all instigated because of your Canals fiasco, but please, patch Canals. I don't care whether it's not competitively viable, I just care whether it works, and it's intuitive, and whether it is a decent map. Whether it is a map. It's a thing. If it's a thing, that's fine. If it's a thing that isn't competitively viable, sure, that's fine, you know. Like Aztec and Dust and all the other maps that aren't competitively viable are a thing, you know? You know, you've done it with Overpass, you've made Overpass a huge success, do it now, huh? Please? I'm not saying make Canals a big success, just make it work. And just make it intuitive. And think. Please, Valve. Think.